Well, I think we're seeing a real interest and surge in mindfulness. You know, it's been on the cover of Time magazine, and it's the latest in psychology. They're using a lot of mindfulness. There's mindfulness-based stress reduction. It sort of has the same path and trajectory that yoga has had. It's gotten really popular, and we are understanding that with this technology comes unforeseen consequences. And we're seeing a great rise in the research showing that there's a lot of anxiety in our culture due to this technology, due to the fact that we're walk down the street and we're not even present with walking down the street anymore. We're looking at our screens, you know, we're at dinner, we're on our phones, and it creates a lot of anxiety. And so people are looking for something to help them to feel less stressed, less anxious. And so I think there's a real need and value for this right now. One of my mentors, Pema Chodron, says that emotion is just energy mixed with thought. And if we can interrupt the conversation, we can allow that energy to arise and to pass away, and it doesn't last so long. But because it gets all jumbled up in the thinking, then it tends to stick around a lot longer. I work with people on an individual basis. I've taught yoga and movement and this mindfulness coming on 20 years. And I see it over and over and over again. It's not unusual. People take to it, and it speaks to their nervous system, and it speaks to something much bigger than what we're used to experiencing in daily life. There's always going to be something that goes on in life. There's pain, there's loss, there's illness, there's aging, there's all sorts of experiences that we can't get away from. How we react to that in our lives can either it'll multiply the amount of suffering that we experience if we try to push it away, if we try to repress it, or if we do the opposite, which is something that we often do, is indulge it. The mind just chews on it and just goes round and round. I was working with a woman, and she was feeling a great deal of stress. And so I invited her to go into the body and actually, what does the emotion feel like that you're experiencing in relationship to this particular element that's happening, or event, experience? And she went from, you could just see it all over her body, she just went from being completely tense, completely up in the head, down into the body. You could see her begin to settle. You could see the contraction in the muscles begin to soften. I do love it. It never grows repetitive or tiring.